This is a short exhortation about a true Christian character. Every man's life is a plan of God. A plan laid out by Jesus, whom God sent to the world to die for all mankind. When Jesus was here, he chose 12 disciples, but of course one of them betrayed him. In this exhortation, I would like to talk about who is a true Christian. A true Christian is a person who follows the example of Jesus, who follows all the commands God gave him. Jesus only did what God told him to do. Therefore, a true Christian follows Jesus' example in submission to God's will. A true Christian must have the same spirit of forgiveness that Jesus has. To any and for all hurts caused to them by others. A true Christian must have the same spirit of love, fervent love towards all, as Jesus did. A true Christian will weep with those that weep and encourage those who feel rejected and despised. A true Christian must have compassion with tenderness and gentleness toward the weak and downtrodden. A true Christian pray for those who persecute him or her and love his or her enemy. A true Christian must have the same spirit of zeal, diligence, and self-denial for the glory of God, and advancement for God's kingdom, not for their own. True Christian character must be built after divine patterns. A true Christian is a person who is truly united with God and Christ by the work of God in Christ and not by anything he or she has done. A true Christian trusts Jesus for their eternal salvation and is following Jesus in their daily life, for every step and every decisions. God sent Jesus into the world for a purpose, for God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:16. That's why in John 14:6 the Bible tells us that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father, but by me. There is no other way to the Father, no other way to be a Christian, than through personal relationship with Jesus. A true Christian is a new creation, born again, not of the will of man nor the flesh but of God, by the Spirit, born from above. A true Christian is a walking, breathing miracle. A result of that which man could not do due to the weakness of his sinful flesh, God did. 2 Corinthians 5:17-18. Therefore if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature, old things are passed away, behold all things are become new. And all things are of God, who hath reconciled us to himself by Jesus Christ. Consider this passage from Galatians 5:24, and they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. The true nature of Christianity is plainly spelled out here by the Apostle Paul. Those that belong to Jesus Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. In Christ, we have become partakers of the divine nature. 2 Peter 1:4. We have become one spirit with him. 1 Corinthians 6:17. Jesus went through the greatest labors, and endured the most extreme sufferings, sweating great drops of blood in agony, watching alone in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he did it all because he loved us and left us with the same example to follow. Thank you for listening. May we all aspire to be a true Christian following the way of Christ.